Maybe not. Play a new song, DJ.
Okay, I wish I had something more jazzy put
Okay,
in.
turn that music up.
Hey, DJ.
You get the Turkish Dungeon
DJ.
hub music that I always put.
Yes.
Because I couldn't find anything jazzier while I was setting stuff up. I'll do better next time for that. Oh, what's that game called? Read the detective and he jumps.
Mario?
No, the detective and he jumps.
You're saying Mario
Wait.
isn't an investigator?
Like,
Yes.
does he jump between soul to soul?
No, that's
Might be thinking of Ghost Trick.
No, I'm not thinking of Ghost
No, that's
Trick.
the ghost trick, baby.
He's a detective and he jumps and you can do hacking by like rewiring circuits.
Among Us.
I'll find it later.
Deus
Gunpoint.
Ex?
Gunpoint. It's called Gunpoint. The game is called Gunpoint anyway. That's not this game. This is Funky Ruckus, a brand new campaign by the Tiny Twitch gang.
Yay!
Yeah. We've got a lovely show for you tonight. We've got a fun game. It's a brand new game that probably, I don't know how brand new it is. But it's probably if you haven't seen it, it's new to you.
And what would that be?
It's a fun little game I found on itch called Wicked Ones. You know how sometimes in Dungeons and Dragons there's dungeons and you go in and you fight a big dude and it's like, oh man, that was a heck of a dungeon with a big dude at the end of it. Well, what if you played the big dudes at the end of the dungeon and you built a dungeon? Well, that's what this game is. Wicked Ones is a game where you effectively are playing the dungeon and its boss, and the characters are the bosses that adventurers would fight at the end of it. It's a resource management Blades in the Dark-esque system where you build up your dungeon, where the goal is to build up your dungeon with some sort of final goal in mind. The characters might die. Probably not first session, but who knows?
It's very possible
Wow,
considering
so
the kind
cool.
of people.
Because the dungeon itself is more so the main character, and your characters are just kind of extensions of that.
And today I'll be doing the voice of the dungeon, so anytime that anybody does anything important, I'll just sort of cut in and like groan menacingly or like make a rattling chain noise.
I'd like to roll for dungeon.
Okay.
I got a 3.
I didn't see any dice, but if you insist, that's a failure. So,
Damn,
Aw,
I
Chris
failed
failed
my
dungeon.
dungeon.
Yeah.
I failed the dungeon.
All right, let's rebuild
Yeah,
the
what's
world now.
what's up?
Gwen, who made the system?
Who made the system? Well, that was that was some pretty cool folks over at.
I just like people to have access to the thing that we're talking about, so that they
Yeah.
don't just run around with chickens with their head cut off.
Yeah, like a nuclear throne. This is Wicked Ones by Bandit Games on H.io.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, they or Bandit Camp, sorry, not Bandit Games.
Yeah.
Bandit Camp Games, I guess. They did a Kickstarter at the start of the month. I'm not sure if it's still going. It might be, or they're doing an expansion for like they're doing like an undead themed expansion for the game. So
Ooh, that sounds cool. I have to check that out.
yeah. Chat's saying you're a bit quiet, Pun.
Oh, hold on. Is this better?
You're somehow further away.
Okay.
Gotta hit the button. While we were waiting, I just wish to clarify the game with Ratatoskr that I was talking about earlier, because y'all should play La Milana and La Milana 2. Great games.
That's the one. Yeah.
All right,
that's
is
the
this the right way? Am I close?
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds great.
Okay.
that
Sorry, I
sounds
turned
really
my-
good.
I kept turning my mic thingy the wrong way when I was trying to adjust it earlier.
Ah.
So, now that we got the whole system bit and the creators of the system out of the way, please check out Wicked Ones at theiritch.io. And we'll probably put that in the description of this VOD later on.
Yeah.
So this is it's a dungeon creation game, and what have we done to it?
Well, we've created a dungeon.
Around the dungeon.
We also we've created the area around the dungeon, which is the world that we're going to be living in. This game functions off of like a pretty large player. It's a very player-centric sort of system. So as the GM, I'm mostly just here to dictate what goes wrong, and overall, the players are basically have most of the agency, including building the world, which you are seeing on the screen now, I believe.
Yes.
And that's, that would be the big, shiny city of Kiz'Metopia. A sort of magic tech, I think we determined it was like a sparkly kind of Tesla punk.
Yeah.
Almost. Like vibe.
Imagine like the standard futuristic Utopia-esque city that you imagine when you think of that, but just put like magical sigils everywhere, I guess.
Yeah.
You know that one image? It's like the world if Blink happened.
Yeah.
That, but instead of like the flying cars and shit, it's Magitech.
Yeah. Well, I always figured it was like I was imagining kind of Art Deco.
Yeah.
future.
And also, it's kind of Industrial Revolution-esque.
Yeah, like Industrial Art Deco, Tesla mix vibes.
Basically, we're vomiting.
And also, there's magic.
We're vomiting a bunch of different eras together, but that's okay because that's what fantasy and fiction are for, baby.
Nothing makes sense and no one cares.
If anyone's familiar with the Magic the Gathering setting, then I'm not going to say because Regef always says I say it wrong. The city one.
You know.
Come on, you got it.
New Capena.
New Capena.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
Regef.
fucking god.
Thank you, Regef. Which is a sort of it's magical 19.
Yeah.
Big smoky Art Deco factories and smog. Yeah, the city is divided into all these districts we've got here. We'll learn more about those later on, I bet, as they sort of grow, along with the various factions of the campaign, which you'll see on the right.
Yeah, these guys over here.
Yeah, characters and people and things that we'll also interact with. There are mechanics to do with them that I'll be doing in the background post-session. Effectively, as the GM, my job is to basically create a big living world for the players to play around in and try and secure their goals, and effectively react to whatever the players... The players are to push against this world, and I'm meant to determine how it pushes back, sort of. Which I guess isn't so different than how usual GMing works.
Except this time, the whole point is to destroy and cause chaos.
Exactly. Tell your friends. If memes about D&D are to go off of, then this is the perfect system for 90% of players, because we're meant to derail shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. But do we want to introduce the characters? We'll just...
we
how
should
do we
do
want
it
to do it?
Alphabetically.
Alphabetically
Why
from character or player name?
Character name.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Okay, alright, okay.
Oh, great. Man, Riga, you're really being so selfless here.
You are.
Oh, yeah. I've been first in so many campaigns.
Sure,
I'm
okay.
taking this one.
Puns, you are before me. That's hilarious because this is probably the strangest character I've cast.
Yeah, tell us about Akash. Tell us about your. That's the one.
So I am Akash. We'll name Akash Shabada. I was grown in a lab as a good old science fiction homunculus, grown in a tube, and then immediately upon my scientist uncorking the bottle, Akash ate them and assumed their form, but kind of poorly because they're still just cells in a bottle. So, they're a lumpy elephant-like creature with snout and no feet and hands and little ears.
Now to be clear, no feet and hands. You do have hands, just to clarify. Those are two separate statements.
No feet, comma, and hands.
Yes.
Human hands, human arms.
Human hands, human arms, and I am playing the role of a marauder, meaning I'm going to control a lot of people because Akash is a big, huge fan of controlling others and staying on top.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm Melody. You've seen me before. Yada yada yada. I'm playing Annalise today. Annalise Godrim. So she is a once upon a time human, turned into a sort of experimental abomination. Basically, she was a member of a prestigious research group in the city called the Hex Corps. She was absolutely brilliant until her experiments kind of got out of hand. See, a lot of the magic in this world that is infusing technology comes from carving runes into things and using both magicalized ink, chalk, various things that you would, draw and write with, yada, yada, yada. She got a little carried away and, not pictured in her token art, has basically tattooed her entire body with these things, eventually turning her into a just completely unrestrainable mass of fury and chaos and anger and mania. She had to be locked away for a little bit, hidden in secret and covered in these gilded chains. She broke out, and now these chains are sort of a mainstay with her as both a weapon and a way to suppress some of the more dangerous aspects of her abilities. It sort of mitigates her magic in a lot of ways. For class, she is the Brute, which is this game's equivalent of just smashing things. For the most part, she does this with the gauntlets around her arms and the chains that sort of extend from them, using them to latch onto things, attack people, break through shit, etc. And yeah, that is her. She hopes to one day eventually continue her experimentation and eventually claw her way back into a respectable place in society.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool character, Mel.
Oh, thanks, Puns. Yours is pretty cool, too. Let's go. Hold on, high five?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was using my homunculus's hand. It's very soft. There are no bones in that thing. It's all sinew.
Okay, Tiny, let's go.
Hello, I'm Tiny. And the character I'm playing is called Flare. Flare hopped out of a vat of lava in the factory, and he's like, wow, I'm alive, I'm sentient. This is cool. And I'm hungry, so I need to get more fire, more energy. But there's no energy where he's at, so he's looking for more. and the class he is Shadow, which means he is sneaky. And how can you be sneaky as a giant, as a ball of fire the size of a small child? Well, here's what I'll tell you. He actually can assume, he can go through power lines and, sit inside light bulbs or candles. And his size can grow and shrink depending on how much charge he has. And that's how he can be sneaky.
Now this one is Ghost Trick.
No,
Oh my god, that is Ghost Trick.
What's that one stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, actually? Hold on.
But you mean Red Hot?
Oh, you're thinking of Red Hot
Peppers?
Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Speaking
Sorry.
of Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rigif, your turn.
Ah. Hello, everybody. I am Regef. Today I will be playing Rubicon, a small sprite who, in the search for greater technology, has grown to be sort of learned a bit too much and has seen where this is all going to go eventually, and has decided, you know what? This world needs to be cut cold turkey from this Magitech nonsense. And as the local crafter of the group, my duty is to create things for the betterment of our group, as well as eventually to create my masterpiece, my greatest evil plan, the worldwide EMP.
Pog Champion.
Scary.
The gun is unrelated. I need you to understand the gun is unrelated. You don't.
Oh yes, I have a
Gun-related
gun. Sometimes I even have bullets.
Gun related.
Now, there are base races in the book. We are obviously not fully or even closely, for the most part, adhering to that. But because we made the world such a specific little thing, we decided to have a little bit of fun with it. And the races in the actual book don't give you any statistical advantage or anything. The core is that you're just supposed to be monstrous and visibly monstrous to other people, which we all are, even me, because I look like a crazy lady with a bunch of different magical markings all over me.
Yeah. But oh no. We're forgetting the most important character we have to introduce.
Who would that be?
Well,
The dungeon!
well, that's the thing. It's not a who, it's a what.
No, it's also a
So-
it has a name.
The
It has
dungeon is my best friend. Don't say it. Don't say that, Rigif.
So,
now, before
we-
you make a judgment, judgment on the map, we're supposed to do it this way. I promise, everybody. I promise this is important.
The
Why-
map
Why do we
expands
have an infestation?
and Scrunky.
Oh, these are just the parking lot raccoons. What do you mean?
Okay. Magic raccoons.
Scrunky. Yeah, so we zoom into our dungeon. This is where we're going to be spending a lot of time. It is situated in scenic Blackout District, where the power has been cut from the city, as you'll see here, number 8. On the edge of town, just outside of all the rich, fancy shit, what was once a thriving industrial zone is now pitch black and basically riddled with crime and asbestos.
I eat the asbestos.
It's magical.
Fuck yeah.
I eat the crime.
I get
Um,
translucent
It begins
opinion.
eating
Yeah.
you from the inside out.
Oh
unless.
no! Okay.
No, we're not going into asbestos details.
Unless?
So yes, would you guys like to describe your wonderful new character, the dungeon?
The dungeon.
I believe she has a name.
She
Our
does.
dungeon, called Runeworks, one of the main factories, well, not main anymore, but one of the large factories
What was one of the main?
that was designed to create Magitech, but now lies in the Blackout District, destroyed and fucked up for several different reasons. Inside is our little factory home. We added a couple of things to make it dangerous for people trying to fuck up our home. For example, we put sharp trash in the trash dispenser. And that's our trap. If they walk over here, it's gonna be really pointy and ouchy. And then, because it's pretty tough to walk around because there's a bunch of garbage around, we have scaffolding. But watch out, we tied a bunch of knives to the ceiling. You're gonna have to be real careful.
It's not a bunch of knives. It's just chains.
We got a bunch of chains stuck to the ceiling. You
And
gotta
there
be
are
careful.
knives at the end of
No,
the
it's
chain.
No, there is one knife.
Like normal factories.
There's
Like
one
normal
knife at
factories with chains and
the.
hooks.
There's
You
one
know,
knife tied to
things
one
in
of the
character.
chains.
You see, minion room, which is full of small robot knives.
Our minion room, which is filled with a bunch of small Roomba-like minions. They are very nice, and they charge here. That's why it's the minion room.
They are the ex-workers. We've turned them back on.
Then we have the the alchemy silo, where we do
It's got
alchemy.
sports and outdoors.
It's sports. It's got alchemy. You got potion. We put a door here because we don't want people stealing it. Then we got the experiments. These things are not our friends, but they're just experiments made by one of the characters.
We can't get them out.
We can't get them out. There are rat infestation, but you know what? It's okay. They just like to stay in this area anyway.
Just don't walk past the door. They will bite you. They will grab you, pull you in, and bite you. That has happened before.
Then in the minion room, there's a hole in the wall, a tube, and if you follow the tube, climb down the staircase, take a left, or else you'll end up in the trash chute again, and you'll reach the sanctum. And the sanctum is basically the camera room, the control room, where we got not working cameras at all, but when we get power, we will. And you better watch out.
The entire factory is basically running on creepy flickering lights level of emergency power.
We also have a desk in here that has some very old blueprints.
Yeah, we got a desk with some old blueprints, and you better watch out. We do have a battery that lets us have power for the cameras.
Sometimes.
And then here's the front door if you want to come in. Just let us know, honestly.
Just call beforehand.
Don't come in. You know, maybe just don't.
What's important is that down inside the sanctum is the pride and joy of this area. The one thing that causes us to hole up here, if nowhere else. Inside of the sanctum, there are, as said before, various blueprints. And amongst them, in theory, is the blueprint that started, in theory, this whole lab to become inoperable. A ring of immense power was originally planned to be made here, but suddenly the entire district went dark. And in doing so, that research has been lost to time. We aim to recreate that object of power, whatever it actually was, and use it for our own personal purposes.
Nefarious purposes.
Well, I would say nefarious, just, you know.
I mean, we are in the right.
We are objectively correct. So yeah, that's the little Runeworks. It's like a shitty little building. It's got brick, it's got mortar, it's got holes in it.
Woo!
It's got it all.
And functionally, this is a forge-type dungeon, which means that it has a source of power fueling it, and that it allows us to do a couple of neat things. And the Alchemist Lab is one of the additions, and as we level up, we will get more additions.
Yeah.
We get to expand. We will get to build.
Yeah. It's kind of, basically, imagine this game is Minecraft, but you're all evil, and there is magic, which is in Minecraft, so I don't know why I said that.
And your friends are already evil when they play Minecraft.
Imagine this is Terraria, and
Imagine this was
You live in a
Terraria, but instead of your like side-scrolly 2D, it's top-down 2D.
So I need you to imagine Terraria again, okay, for a third time. And now this time imagine there are geese in the game. It's not relevant to this, what I'm talking about.
There are
but I
already
do want
geese.
you to imagine it.
There are already geese in Terraria.
Son of a bitch.
You know what?
Can I mention
How long?
that the
You know, it's been like what, 30 minutes? This is a great stream.
Yeah. So anyways, that's all, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Yeah, hope you
Welcome to
No,
the lore,
please don't leave.
Welcome to the intro lore stream.
Alright, you got all
You
that?
have to.
I'm not explaining anything ever again.
You gotta,
I
probably
will.
will be, but
you're going to have to pay for a subscription to unlock the actual campaign.
See, join us on our Patreon.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is the actual scheme of the dungeon, getting you to come into it.
this is a very meta piece of fiction.
Every dollar that you donate makes you experience.
I like how
I
you're
don't know
trailing
what
the
Ruckus
joke
said.
off, like you're shuffling it out as you're saying it. It's great.
I don't know what you said, and I think that's for the best because I don't want anyone to think that we are trying to incentivize them to buy this.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
Unless,
all right.
God, it's cold.
They
in
can make
here.
that
Okay.
choice themselves.
Dungeon Master, rein us in, please, before we go off.
So this game is played in phases. There are 4 phases, and we're going to start at the start of the phases.
Damn,
Which
that's
is-
crazy.
Which is lurking, baby. Ow, that hurt. I caught my wrist on the edge of my desk. Okay.
Oh no, did you cut it?
I no, but I do have cuts from work, which have been
Oh, no.
aggravated.
Oh.
Don't tear your
but
stitches.
Oh god. That's for later, but man, would Frankenstein stitches be cool as hell or what?
No, I meant like regular like stitches that you get at a hospital.
Yeah, but I don't have those right now.
Yes,
I thought you
was
were gonna
making a
say
joke.
in the Hallmark section, and I was like, what fucking Hallmark section stitches you up?
And the lurking
Down at
phase.
Claire's.
The lurking phase is keeping your head low, sticking around your dungeon, and it just chilling. Effectively, this is effectively your first bit of downtime. I think in character, I'm gonna say that this is the first bit of downtime you guys have managed to get since effectively getting the dungeon to its current working condition. And the lurking phase is spending downtime to improve upon. It's spending time improving upon your dungeon, hiring new people to work for you, things like that. It's also the phase where you would usually count up your loot from a raid and recover. But we haven't done one of those yet, so we'll get to that in probably another time. So right now we're okay. Roll loot. Roll loot for the no adventure that you've done.
No, please. Wait. I was wrong.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Downtime. So how that works is each player can take one downtime action during the lurking phase. There's a couple of them. This is page 239 in the book that you guys can look at, by the way, and get an idea of what you want to do.
Oh yeah, for clarity's sake, there's going to be a lot of us referencing the book for the first couple of sessions of this. We know
New system.
okay, but yeah.
New system, folks. We're
page
learning it as
number?
much as you guys.
Page
239.
And what is the thing called?
Downtime actions.
Excellent. 231. Okay.
Uh.
This is also a really RP focused system, so if y'all want to hear us talk a lot, this is gonna be it.
If you guys were
Sure.
big fans of our series like Crashing Through, where we would just talk and not get to any of the content that was planned, this is for you, because content isn't planned. It happens as we go.
Yeah, there are 6 downtime actions. Recruit,
Yeah.
Build, contact, craft, incant, and recruit.
Yeah. So you guys look through those, figure out what you want. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. And we can zoom in and do some scenes on what downtime actions you guys want to do.
Did we all meet?
Oh, we've all met before. This presumes that we've been working.
We are a team.
You guys have been working together to set up the dungeon, and now it's at a livable state, and now it's time to get down to your tax.
Somebody deleted parts of the building, by the way. The building's gone. The front door and the whole outside is gone.
How did that happen? Everybody
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's fine. Everything's a box. So another thing about this game that needs to be said, the building needs to unfortunately be like this because there's constantly going to be additions added on, and the entire point is not to really use a grid. Everything's just supposed to be approximated and simulated. So this is only for us to kind of have an idea of what the building looks like. But otherwise, yeah, this is very malleable.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Should we start then with like us hanging out as a group before we get to our downtime activities, just to pad a little bit?
Sure.
Or do we want to sit here? Or do we want to sit here and strategize or use?
I mean, I guess if you want to do that as well, that's totally fine.
Right.
I personally just want to get gaming.
Alright, what the heck do we do? What do we downtime?
Is it
It's our
just
first downtime.
Is it one choice?
I think
Or do we all choose?
each PC takes one downtime action. We get one.
Okay. I can see.
We can pay. Do we have? We don't have minions, do we?
No.
We haven't.
Yeah, we don't have minions.
We have imps.
We have imps. We don't have minions. Minions, we can pay 1 gold to undertake a downtime action for us.
We don't have gold yet.
We do not yet. Well, right now, okay. So first things first, we know our first goal, which is to restore full power to this.
Yes, correct. Oh, that's the other thing we should mention, chat. So this game is based around a series of goals. There are usually like 6, maybe more, maybe less, but in general, you have goals. Every time you complete a goal, you move on to the next goal. And each goal, just like Blades in the Dark, has a clock attached to it once you start it. It starts, it ends, you finish it, you move on to the next one, and you decide what the next one is once you complete the one you are doing. And the starting one for all dungeons is to gather loot, basically, which in this case for us means getting power back, since power is the most valuable resource we can get. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of explaining for a bit, so sorry about that, but
That's
So-
exciting, isn't it?
yeah.
So we gotta think, what do we want to do day one? I'm assuming
Let me get some building music put in for you.
I think I want to take the tinker action because especially with the craft action.
I would like to immediately start recruiting. Because
Alright.
I need people, otherwise I can't do anything.
I would actually also like to recruit a few more minions. I want to make my group get a little stronger, perhaps.
Then I'm gonna get a contact.
Let's see, I could build a lock room trap or trick.
Let's see what I have here.
So, who do we want to resolve first, then?
Yeah.
Ooh, we should take the first step on our journey of evil.
I think we should go reverse alphabetical order.
Fuck
That's a
you! I
great
haven't made my
idea.
decision.
All right. Yeah,
All right, everybody, let's spread out.
All right, I'm gonna roll a
Jinkies,
d4.
gang.
we you know, let's have an in-character meeting actually, where we discuss what we're fucking doing. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Let's all we are all in the
To meet ourselves. Let's all meet our tokens in our sanctum of servitude.
Yeah. God, it's cold.
So, I'm just gonna describe what my character is doing, and y'all can choose to do the same or what have you. Annalise is she's got these massive golden gauntlets that are, or sorry, not gauntlets, boots around her feet, kicked up on the panel in front of her. Chains dangle from them along the floor and kind of rattle every time she moves them a bit. She looks disheveled, as she always does, like she hasn't showered in question mark amount of time, like she always does. And she is currently picking at her teeth with one of the chains and just sort of looking around at everyone else to speak up.
Flair is... So, he's in a light bulb. You can see the little skull face through the light bulb, and the light bulb is just on the table. And it looks to be like one good breeze from just falling off.
Rolling in a circle.
Yeah, it's kind of like rolling in a circle a little bit.
Akash is currently looking at the dim monitors that don't seem to have anything on them, just kind of, if they would turn on, it would be nothing but inputting requests. So, with not enough power to control anything with them, they are just looking over them, seem to be counting things on their fingers, plotting for the future, in which they are able to view the rest of the factory. However, as of right now, Akash is just staring at screens, looking at their hands, and then staring back up like a mad person.
I can't. Every time I look at your icon and you say something that they're doing is threatening, I'm just.
Look, I don't know. That
Well, I
thing
never said threatening.
With the right lighting, like, yeah, I can see the terror of this thing.
Could you imagine walking in on that in a poorly lit room?
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm saying I'm already scared shitless. What are you saying?
Imagine Akash running at you at 60 miles per hour.
Without legs?
Well, it's not running. It doesn't have legs, so it's rolling at me.
Imagine it traversing at you at 60 miles per hour.
Is it like how caterpillars move, by the way? Does it, like...
Oh, no.
It's
Is
like
he,
snakes.
hidden? Okay. That's even worse, thank you.
Like a millipede.
No.
No, I don't have a bunch of tiny false legs. Regef,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Rubicon is nonchalantly flying in and out of cracks in the walls into like the sort of back area where all the hidden tubing and wiring is, and is occasionally coming out with like bits and pieces of what looks like semi-usable stuff and like piling it on the ground.
Annalise kind of sets the chain that she's using on her teeth down at the table. It comes down a lot heavier than she probably intends to, and kind of like jitters it a bit, but she doesn't seem to pay it much mind as she looks to everyone. And then points to Flair, sort of spinning in a circle in the light bulb, and says, "You think everything's safe?"
Once you plop the chain back down on the table, it like pops the light bulb up in the air and it falls off the table and smashes.
Oh no!
You see Flair, like, his body kind of flares out from the light bulb. No, I don't think it was safe.
Oh, little buddy, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's rough for you, huh?
Don't worry, it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah, I'm sure not. I'm sure you're quite fine. Elementals like you and stuff, it's always alright. Most part, at least.
I'm not sure if I can feel pain. I haven't felt something like that before.
She kind of chuckles to herself. You want to try it out, then?
What are you gonna do?
I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm saying you could get in a brawl with me. Maybe help me wrangle some people. Or creatures or whatever. I've been meaning to do a couple new experiments. That's all.
Actually,
As long as
sorry, actually, I had an idea for me. I was gonna go outside today.
Oh, bravo! Get some fresh air, get some, sap some, sparks, whatever it is you do with electricity.
Yes, I'm going to eat and then maybe talk at someone if I find them.
Right, yeah. You sure that'll be, palatable? Most folk around here don't speak, the low tongue. Well, actually, everyone around here speaks the low tongue. What am I about? I should mention to everyone. So there are two languages in the game of Wicked Ones. There is the Dark Tongue and the...
evil.
Yeah, there's evil and good, basically. Dark Tongue and Light Tongue. The Dark Tongue is spoken by the monstrous races, and the Light Tongue is spoken by the non-monstrous ones. Obviously, there are some problems with that maybe don't seem super great and have some poor correlations with reality. So instead, we're doing it in the sort of Warhammer 40k way, I believe, is the thing we're basing it off of. Of there being like this upper crust, posher way to say things, and then the language that everyone else speaks. And never
Yes,
shall the twain meet.
Yeah, high gothic versus low gothic kind of situation.
And we sure chatter away then, get the people around here on our side. Could be nice.
Yeah,
Personally, I believe that they should probably take a scorched earth policy when it comes to going outside.
You bastard. You bastard butts. I'm gonna choke you to death.
How? I don't have a neck.
last time I went outside and tried to burn stuff, weird stuff came from the sky and it hurt. No, wait, it didn't hurt, but I was getting smaller and I was like this big. He does like a pinch with his fingers. The sky was very dark, so I'm only gonna go out when the sky is very bright.
Perhaps you should bring an umbrella.
What's that?
It's like a tarp, but on a you got a stick, you put a tarp on it, and you give it legs like a spider.
Also, they'd burn it.
Well, maybe not. I can give little buddy a high five without it hurting me too much. Oh, but I do have my gloves on, don't I? Still, give me 10. Give me 10 right here.
He jumps up.
She slams her gauntlets down on you.
Crushing him instantly.
He disperses like flame, but like reforms his body.
I'm quite sorry. Still not fully used to the old strength, but you know it's a bit of a shocker sometimes. She holds out her hand this time for you to give 5 instead of slapping it towards you.
My leg is coming out my arm now. He high fives you with his leg.
That's neat.
Finally,
Strange.
something in here with a more creative design to their body.
She looks at you up and down. Creativity's
Some-
not exact.
Something else with a creative design to their body.
Creativity's not exactly how I'd describe you, pal. But then again, you don't get to choose how you're born, what you look like.
I believe that you very much chose how you look.
Oh, boo-hoo. Yes, you're quite right. She kind of like... You know the Joker in the like Batman TV series where he had like the long green hair?
Yeah.
She kind of moves like that with her arms sort of like swinging in front of her. Listen, I did this to myself quite on purpose. You look like that because of unfortunate circumstances.
Rather fortunate for me. I didn't have much else before this.
Fair enough, I suppose. Picks
My
out her
last
teeth
option
again.
was my last option was to roll around in jars like your little flame buddy over here.
How's that body inside of yours treating you, by the way? Or is he long gone?
Oh, absolutely. I've dumped the bones back with the trash.
Wait. Where's the trash?
I'm not sure. Maybe some rats took and ate the marrow.
Darn, I could have used that.
I don't know how you're going to get the calcium deposits out of them, but next time I get my hands on some bones, you're welcome to try.
Would be very surprised about what you can do with bones in chemistry.
Alright, that's enough morbidity right now. Let's talk about other equally morbid topics. We've got a lot of work to do. I don't know if you've noticed, but this place is quite a dump in spite of everything we've done so far. Kind of.
I concur.
Right. So, in that case, what are we gonna do about it?
I don't know about you, but I'm always working on it. I'm surprised none of you are doing anything about it yet.
Oh, I've got my own little corner, in case, the foaming at the mouth creatures just outside of the entranceway wasn't any indicator. I've been given us a quite plentiful resource of completely unhinged beings that are, I can't really say under my control, to be honest. They're a little bit wild, actually.
So you're saying that you've made more of a mess than you've cleaned.
They happen to be eating metal in that room that they're in, and I don't know if they can digest it properly, but they are eating it, so it's mess on the ground. Huh?
And the walls. And the ceiling. And in the walls. And outside the ceiling. And in the doors. And in the airlocks.
Oh, I helped. I did something.
Yeah?
I went out and ate some electricity from some house and put it in here.
Yes, that was very good. Unfortunately, we're still running under half megawatt charge for the entire place.
Wait, only half a megawatt? Are you kidding me?
You would be surprised about how little this thing needs and how much it requires. We're going to need a lot more.
Well, good thing we're in the darkest part of the world right now.
You would also be surprised about how much of the wiring in this place is absolutely dead.
Yeah. I don't really have the best sense about me about it anymore, but I can tell you right now, there's so much loose copper here, it feels like we're gonna have to take it all apart and put it all back in.
Some of these energy tubes appear to have melted from the inside out.
That wasn't me.
Oh.
That was there before.
I was about to say...
I'm sure if he had access, he would certainly do it himself.
Yeah.
Luckily, Flair here is willing to own up to their actions. I hope that you all can say the same.
I own up to everything I've done. Anything I've done, I own up to. I always do a good job. I've never done anything wrong.
Yes, quite simply, I've never made a mistake in my life.
Exactly, see?
You both
Pixie
own up
Dust
to
over
your...
here gets it.
You both own up to your actions in a very, very sad way.
Oh, sad, boo-hoo. Again with the sad.
Look, I went to college, or at least I lived inside the walls of a college for a while.
Wow, did you
And
get
I'm sure
a diploma?
I'm sure if they have a diploma, they stole it off some poor sap.
I don't know if they're poor. I mean, they go to... Oh, wait, they went to a college. Yeah, they'd be quite poor.
It's not like the professor needed it anymore. You gotta get a job.
Don't they hang them on the roofs?
Yeah,
Those diplomas of theirs.
Yeah, perfect spot.
Hung like war banners. What a ridiculous idea. You should always keep your smarts to yourself.
Well, that's what I've been saying.
That's what I've been saying. She picks at her teeth with another chain.
Technically, my diploma says I've graduated in sociology, which is most certainly not my area of study.
I can
To
tell.
put people on the back foot.
Right now,
We do enjoy our social gatherings. Perhaps you could teach us in the ways of the world.
Oh, I would love to. I'm not sure you would quite comprehend it, though.
also, sociology isn't about socializing. It's like a totally different thing, but...
Oh, no, I'm quite familiar with the terms of sociology and society as a whole.
Oh. What can you tell
I
me
don't know.
about society?
Well, let's see. Well, it's all fucked the whole way down.
Yeah!
You see,
yeah!
Interaction between people is wholeheartedly unnecessary. But, for some, may be deemed required in order to achieve what they want. Which is all of us.
See, this guy right here, they get it. She's like pointing with her whole ass huge hand.
At fucking nothing because it keeps moving around.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good point.
We gotta focus our efforts here. What are we all doing?
Well, I'm going to take a look at the power lines and see if there's anything wrong with the power lines themselves. Just so that when push comes to shove and we actually start the energy in this entire place, that it actually works afterwards.
It's important. It's good. I like that. Walrus. Sorry. Akash. Thank you.
That's my name, you best respect it.
I apologize. It slipped. They sound so similar.
Hey, don't call me Sprite.
Well, no, it's like the drink.
Yes, my
It's so
name.
Fizzy
My name.
and uplifting.
My name, Rubicon Pepsi.
Anyways, I believe I will also take a stroll. The matters of this factory for now matter not. I am not a fan of getting my hands dirty, so I will be finding someone else to get their hands dirty for me.
Oh, really? How you doing that?
Well, did you not hear me? I'm going to go outside and socialize.
Does that mean eating more people?
I'm not sure if that's how you socialize or how you believe that I do, but not
Oh, wait.
everybody I meet is a snack.
Yeah, I mean, depends on the girl. She kind of winks.
Actually, if you're going to go socialize, I have something that's always going to help in a situation of socialization.
Is it your diploma?
Here, have some free pens. Let me
So-
mark.
Just to clarify, in this campaign, you start with items. The items can be anything, but you just have to put some on your sheet, and some of them are like consumables that you can only use once per phase. Riggif put pens in their fucking inventory.
I always have a supply of so many free pens.
Oh,
You would not believe how easy you can get somebody to talk to you as long as you offer them a free pen.
I don't think I would, you're right.
Fantastic.
And Akash grabs a handful and adds it to their supply, I guess. That's how supply works.
Alright, well,
I actually have been reading too. That's why I know so many words. He holds out a book. It's like very burnt and singed.
oh, what's that about?
I don't know. It had a lot of words in it.
Can I look at the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is still legible about it?
It looks like to be an employee training manual.
Oh, okay, I see. Is he gonna be teaching the bots something, or you know, getting them to do stuff?
No. I'm gonna be using the words that I learned and trying to talk with people. Because this part right here. He flips to the manager page. This is how you talk to people to be a good manager.
What does that part say? Multi ladder, climbing ladder.
It says to not let anyone out until 5 o'clock.
No,
Keep the doors locked.
I don't think we're gonna be letting anyone out who comes in here anytime soon. 5 o'clock or not. Well, she gets up, kind of stretches, her back cracks really fucking loudly. Like, broke something loudly, but she's straightened up like nothing was wrong. You all are such social butterflies that I'm gonna take after your example, by which I mean I'm gonna go find a patch of agriculture just outside the city, and I'm going to steal sheep.
Food?
Oh, food, no. New compatriots! I plan on converting them into more monstrous beings.
Or more mouths to feed with whatever digestible thing they find.
I mean, if it works
them
out
eat-
properly.
Can you make them eat semi-molten glass? We have too much of it.
If this works, they're not even gonna need to eat much of anything ever again.
Golly.
I'm gonna follow Akash when he goes outside.
Okay, alright.
Good
Well-
to know.
See both of you later. Gonna see a man about his livestock. She walks out. From over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our lovely golem has left us. So, I believe it is time that we take our leave as well.
I'm all packed up.
Alright, don't get hurt when you're out there. You know how much asbestos there is.
Oh yeah, it can kill me.
In 10 to 20 years, yeah.
No, it's very strong against fire.
It's fireproof.
I was making a mesothelioma joke.
And I was making they used to use
They are fire.
they are fire joke.
Damn, that's crazy. We're both funny. Anyways.
Wow.
Actually,
we're both.
I wonder
fun.
if I can utilize asbestos. You know what? That's for later.
Please, if you're going to use asbestos, please inform us, as we do not want to build a situation in which our lovely compatriot can be smothered out in a matter of seconds.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can just do that with anyone in a pillow.
No, I think they would
believe
catch
the
fire
pillow-
on the pillow.
I think the pillow would be smothered out.
Damn, that's crazy. Thanks for talking back to God. I appreciate it.
Look, I've
welcome,
already met
Dungeon.
God. Look, I've met God twice, and I gave him the middle finger the second time.
Excellent. Incredible.
Golly.
Also, please let me know if the accent is annoying. I'm trying to do like a really drudgy British, like one of the chuds. What do they call them?
Also, same.
No. Like I'm trying to do like you're doing a British accent. I'm trying to do. I think they're called chavs. The British people don't like.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not British.
Yeah, so
Damn. Wait,
We'll
what the
ask-
fuck?
We'll ask Chloe
Tiny?
later.
You told me you were British. You've been lying to me all these years.
British.
Oh, thank God. Okay. It's moving with me. Oh, thank God.
Next time we're gonna
Silly
learn
Bell.
that Tiny doesn't have any bees with him.
Yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
honey, British people can't keep bees.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's a deep fucking cut. I hate that. Okay. Yeah, but let me know if the accent is annoying or doesn't sound
No, the
good.
accent's fine.
Okay.
You are. I was going to say legible, but that's for words that are written on a page.
Audible.com.
Okay.
Audible
Yes,
doc.
it is a chap. Okay, thank you, Peter.
But it seems that
It seems that our lovely Annalise is getting attacked by raccoons in the garage.
Help me! Help me! Oh my god, I'm dying to multiple raccoons. How could this possibly happen? That's not even close to how I said it, but why the fuck am I saying it in a different... I'm saying it in your accent, you piece of shit! This
I
walrus
refuse
is
to change how my character talks because this is the best way for me to get across that I am an evil mob boss.
Very good, I like it. Alright, let's move on to tasks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, tasks? Among Us?
Yippee! Oh my god! Oh my
Why
god!
the fuck? Why?
What happened?
Okay, who wants to
Can
go
we end
first?
the session now? Can we end the session
Let
right
me
now?
go first. Let me go first.
If you want to. All right, Tiny's first. Where's Tiny going? What's Tiny doing?
So he's gonna follow Akash for maybe a good 5 minutes before
Okay.
he sees something shiny and runs down the street. And that's when he gets lost. So
Akash does not look back.
yeah. And so while he's lost, he's going to he knows that he is also hungry. He eats some power lines here and there from people's reserve power in their homes. And he's looking for some guy who's got like batteries, because he knows people sell batteries to people in the Blackout District. So he's looking for the battery guy, the guy with some charge.
Yeah.
Mr. Bunny. Because he just keeps going and going.
Wait a second.
Just a fucking pink rabbit person.
Yeah.
Cloak selling batteries. And drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
power your home for 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
Anything for the rush.
Just having a working shower.
He like opens his coat like a dealer and he's like, I got triple A's, I got double A's, I
got D batteries, in case you want to power those smoke detectors.
I've got double D's and also I have batteries that say double D on them.
Man shaking as he sees a D battery. I have to turn off my smoke detector now. Newsflash, asshole!
So, what do I roll to make a contact, find a battery man?
All right, make a contact, find a battery man. You're just looking to ask, right? You're not looking to intimidate or fool them.
No, not looking to intimidate or fool. If anything, he's just going to pop up behind them and talk at him about batteries.
All right. Well, that's gonna be banter. And what are you looking for? This sounds like probably a tier 1 roll.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you're just gonna roll your banter, and it only takes 1 roll. So you're not gonna have to like make multiple checks to make this happen. Alright, and that's all your bantery bobos?
Oh wait, if you don't have banter, do you roll nothing?
You roll twice and take the lower
The
result.
lowest result.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go, 1.
Alright,
Oh, great.
let's...
You get shot. He throws the battery at you really hard and you die.
Yeah, how am I gonna, Alright, I didn't expect this to get so bad right off the bat.
It's fine.
So I won't punish you too hard. But I'll say that
college try.
yeah, I'll say alright, so I'll say that you're looking for the battery guy. And I think that you do see him. At the end, he's at the end of the street under a well-lit street lamp. And you get really excited and just start yelling as you rush towards him. Like, hey, I want to talk to you! And you scare this illegal battery salesman so bad that I think they flee from you.
Why do they always run?
And they're probably going to go to ground and be a little harder to track down if you look for them in the future. Is, I think, going to be our consequence here.
Oh dear. Rip.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's how it be
Yeah,
sometimes.
I think that's how that action goes. I'm very sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's fine. Tiny intentionally took a path that he knew was not gonna be super productive.
That's why I wanted to go first.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
Should we do stealing sheep next or last? I don't know.
Well, I can go. Well, I'm right next to Flair.
Okay. Yeah. You go.
Yeah, so this is the other part of the story. So after Flair just broke off and ran in a direction.
Turns around, sees there is no fire behind them, and continues walking.
Children.
Children.
And so, they're going to they begin walking out into the thickets of forest, looking around for any sort of sentient creature, mostly spotting, little beasts and such, and eventually come upon a lower part of the raised town that has been likely burned or torn down in a riot. And some kind of, either insinuated by the people or insinuated by higher-ups, a little raised part of the town. Probably still... Yeah. Alright, probably still part of the Blackout District. Looking a little bit just around anywhere that they can find, and they're going to try to spot at least some sort of creature, some sort of, lost beasts in need of some direction.
Okay.
I have I don't know if this would be scan or not.
Let's see. You're doing recruitment?
Mm-hmm.
Let's check.
Recruitment can be a couple things.
Yeah, it can be a lot of things, and these are just the suggested ones that you're using. So we could do if you're looking. So are you planning to make this like a longer term looking for recruits kind of thing?
I mean, that would be welcome because it would be... I think I would need as many as I could find. So longer term would probably end up being what it is. Personally,
Yeah.
I'd like to probably use my threaten roll rather than my scan roll.
Okay, I mean, yeah, we could do that too. So yeah, there's a tier 1. Yeah, so if you're looking to do a big recruiting, then you can do for any action really, you can do tier 1 to 3 as a project. At a tier 1, you just roll once and see how it goes. For a tier 2, it's a tick clock. So depending on how well you roll, you get different amounts of bips on your clock. And then a tier 3 is an 8 bipple clock.
I would say this is probably a tier 2 project.
Alright. So it's accomplished quickly by a group of PCs. Tier 2, 4 segmented clock.
I am just one guy, but I have a 3 in threaten.
Alright.
Yeah, you're scary.
You're
What are you
a
gonna
scary
do?
guy.
Run? This thing doesn't have feet. Where's it gonna go? It could
Yeah,
be
so-
anywhere.
Three doesn't mean just 3 dice, right? It means what is it? It's like 3 plus something else, I think. Let me look at how skills work again.
I believe it means 3 dice.
Because I know you can get slightly more. Rolling dice, attributes and actions, action rolls, 32. I just want to make sure we're rolling the correct amount of dice.
For sure.
I would like to get as much as I can be provided.
For sure.
Okay, hold on. There's
I
also
need
situational
to-
bonuses that you can get.
I don't think we have those yet because I am leaving.
This is true. Okay, so action rolls, does not tell me anything. But I choose the action roll, which tells the GM appropriate action, common habit. I think you add your tier to it. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm stupid as fuck. Yeah, I am, baby. Let's go. I don't understand anything. Okay, yeah, just roll 3.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll through then.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright.
3d6. Gonna scare some other creatures. Alright.
Alright.
5 and a 4.
Will be a 5.
Yeah. That mean
Definitely not mixed.
well, actually it is specifically a mix.
Fuck.
5 is a 5 is a mixed success. Which is how many ticks on a clock again? I think it's just 1, but maybe it's more.
I think I could pay to make it more, but I don't have no money.
Yeah, you guys need to go and get to stealing money.
You can also use stuff like gears and supply to adjust the rolls,
Mm-hmm.
make them better.
I guess. Glenn,
Yes.
how well would threatening people with a pen to their throat do for me?
I mean, on a mixed success per project, you don't actually have like a cost to pay. It's just that you don't get as many ticks as you might have.
Well, I'm doing it anyway.
Okay.
Want a pen?
No,
Exactly,
thank you.
thank
Walks
you.
past you.
Oh. It's good to see that you're down here with me. You know, I was wondering, you seem to be searching for something. Would you like a pen?
Quickly just goes behind, fucking shuffles behind them and puts a pen to their throat like it's a knife.
Oh my god.
Says the beast that I'm stalking. Oh my god.
The beast. What are these beasts? Describe these beasts you're looking to recruit.
I think it's some wayward fantasy creatures. I wouldn't say goblin or. I'm trying to think of like a good. What's a good like
Kobold.
small creature? A what?
A kobold.
Or like
you
rat
know what, I
folk,
think-
maybe?
Ratfolk would definitely live in a blackout.
Ratfolk would live in a black.
I think it is likely some brat folk that have spewed from their rat king. Like just spread out. I think a few of them. I think
Yeah, mixed success is worth a tick.
I think
Took
Akash
way longer to find than it should have.
catches at least one or two of them off guard. A few of them scurry away before they're able or wrestle out of their grasp. But I think at least like one or two are convinced to kind of, you know, Akash just kind of leaves them a threatening message of,
Well, I see that you're down on your luck. You've got nowhere to go. You got nothing to follow. If you need some guidance, I believe you'll find it best if you come down to the factory.
We have
Just
work
make
for
sure.
people like you.
Well, I have something grand
We-
in store for you.
We have such things to show you.
As long as you are careful, make sure not to barge in. As long as you're patient, and as long as you stick with me, I believe we can do great things together. Otherwise, I don't think you'll be making it off this earth with a smile on your face.
Can I interject as one of the rat folk?
Please do.
Of course.
Sure thing. Whatever you say. Listen, I got a wife and a kid and another wife and another kid. With that wife,
Isn't that sweet? Wouldn't you like to provide for them? Take care of them? Show them somewhere secure that they could live. Have a future for yourself, your family. I know you love your family.
I would love nothing more. Can you please take the? You're getting ink all over my Adam's apple. You see, sir.
Akash takes the pen and moves it down their body drawing like a line, not with the pen, literally. The pen is not pressed to their skin, but it is very close to it, kind of going down their chest like an autopsy.
Sir, as I said, I am a married man. In fact, I am married to multiple partners. This is oddly sensual. Listen, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, but I'll...
They stop and drop the pen in their hands.
If you need a place to stay, a place to call your home, we can become a lovely family.
I'll kind of looks you up and down. I'll keep that in mind, I suppose. He scurries off on all fours. He just fucking books. All right, you've now romanced a rat.
Akash has no clue about this, and it's simply like,
Yes, the threatening work. I shall return home.
I'm smiling so fucking wide right now. It
good
hurts
for
my
you.
face.
Akash cannot do that.
Akash just simply lacks the ability, sir.
They scoot back over to the factory. That's good enough recruiting for now. This will be another project, something for later.
A special adventure for later.
In the meantime, back at the factory for scene 3, Rubicon thinks to himself, "Man, I'm getting this deep-seated feeling that somebody's doing something really unnecessary with my pen." You know what? There's more important things to think about.
I'm gonna be right back.
This kills the bell.
Alright. I need to figure... So, it looks like this place is mostly powered. There's still some dead wires around here, and I can't tell if it's because they're not connected to anything, or if it's because they're dead, and I'm gonna need a way to find out before I get this place up and running. So I'm gonna do what any self-respecting college student would do. Build it myself. I once participated in a electrical engineering class. So let's make...
By cutting the wires.
Yeah. Thanks, a voice in the sky that I hear sometimes. Alright.
Thumbs up, but there's a whip crack attached to it.
You can't say that just because Mel's gone.
I do it in front of Mel, and Mel hates it worse.
Alright. Well, I need some sort of voltage detector. I think I can scrounge up enough magic crystals around here to sort of accept the charge at the other end. That'd be kind of boring. I want to do something sciencey and fun and actually useful for the greater purpose. Alright, here's an idea. If I'm passing the charge through this little device, and I store it in the other end, what if I floats over the trap because they do not weigh anything because they're off the ground? What if I put in a bit where I can reverse the charge, activate the crystal, and shock somebody at the other end. I think I got an idea. A functional combination voltage detector that turns into a single charge. Oh, what do they call it? It's the thing police use. What do they call it?
State-sanctioned violence.
I mean, yeah, that's what it's a part of, but like, what's a little device? Shocks people.
Taser?
Hey, I'll think about it later. But I know what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm gonna go scrounge up some parts from downstairs. I'm gonna do all that nonsense. Oh wait, downstairs is over here. I wonder how the little robots are doing. Maybe still beeping. All these little guys. They're more friends than I've ever had back in college. They at least don't talk to me. Isn't that right, little guy? You don't say anything. That's right.
Nice first riff of Careless Whisper by George Michael.
Thank you.
Alright, I would like to go and try and construct the device which I have created in my head, but not sure if it functionally works. The electrical engineering is very dubious in theoretics.
Alright. We love theoretical bit to be bought.
So,
I'm
what would
just
you
all-
say? OGM.
Well, it sounds like you're making craft is your...
Yes, this would be a craft action.
Yeah.
I believe this would be a... Would this be an item or a contraption?
That's a great question. I think it'd be a contraption from the sounds of it.
Mm-hmm. Quick question.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Because I don't remember.
That's also a great question.
Let me control F contraption.
Yeah, hang on. Let me pull up the Monster Science manual. Dark Arts, Laws of Monster Science.
Contraption.
Okay. Items and edges. Contraptions are insane inventions that allow you to perform something otherwise impossible. Okay, so maybe this would be an item then.
Okay.
A contraption is a Deus Ex item, basically.
Gotcha.
And this would just be an item you can use quick zappy zoop for electric.
Single-use Zappy Zoo.
Yeah. Alright. Well, if it's single use, I think this could be a tier 1 item.
It's supposed to be like single use per charge, but this thing doesn't have a lot of intake limit. It's used to check the voltage on something. It's not meant for big number.
Yeah.
So it's like once per while.
Alright. Well, that sounds probably like a tier 1
Okay.
item. A mundane item. Simple, safe, and probably doesn't have any relative drawbacks.
So it'd be roll and tinker?
I believe it would be Tinker, but I will double check all of the...
I'm gonna try and double
Yeah.
make sure it's only 3 dice.
So if I have 3 points, it is 3 dice.
As far as I can tell, I believe so. And
Yeah.
and depending on situational bonuses if you have them for any reason.
I don't think I have anything right now. I just sort of got here.
Yeah.
All right. Think 5.
Alright. On a 5? Let's see. Mixed successes on a tier 1. There's a specific for it.
Mhm.
I think you have to give a coin to fix it. Pay something.
you must pay some sort of cost to complete this item. So, yeah, do you have any ideas for what you would
What
give
kind
up?
of costs are there?
What do you have that you can pay? Yeah.
Like, pay as in lose it entirely?
It could be some kind of drawback that the device has. It could be something that you use while making it that you don't have for like. I don't
What
think
about-
that you would lose something permanently, but maybe temporarily.
I was gonna say, what about semi-poor wiring? If it's a critical fail on usage, it shocks you.
Okay, yeah.
Would that be a good?
I think that seems like a fair drawback, yeah.
Okay.
So if you try to use the stuff in this place and you critically fail, you could get hurt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Alright, I've done a great job. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to try to fix that later.
What do you mean? There's no problems here. Alright, time to get to work. Alright, time to check every single wire in this place to see if it holds any
Hey,
charge.
Rig, if that was not the accent you were using before.
What? Oh god, what was I? Oh, I'm slipping into moss.
Like posh. It was like posh.
It's like... No, that's not it. God, I've lost it.
It's like posh, but also nasally.
Nasally posh. Rubicon.
Yes, like that.
I've found it again.
Yeah.
Yay! Excellent.
Well, I think I did my thing. I'm gonna go around and monotonously going through the walls to try and see where the breaks in the energy are.
Alright. We'll head back to the cityscape for sheep heist?
It's sheep heist time, baby.
If you're stealing sheep, this sounds like it's probably going to be a raid, but you explain what you're gonna do, and we'll see.
Okay, so here's the plan.
Okay.
I am recruiting these. I am going to. I'm taking these. What I'm doing is I'm going to beam these sheep. Okay. So first of all, where would
Beam.
farms be? Probably on the outside of Glass End, right? That's where I'm thinking, because it's not like a particularly well-off part of town, but it's also not poor and impoverished like these parts.
Yeah.
And here.
Yeah, I would say probably either Glass End or there might even just be like in city like a animal equivalent of greenhouses, basically.
Like a menagerie.
Yeah, but not really, because a menagerie is basically is like a zoo.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do then. Annalise.
And also that'd probably be a much higher security sort of.
Yeah. This is not
That would take a long.
level.
Yeah, that would
This
take
is-
a
I'm
like a
going
proper.
to- I'm taking sheep.
All right.
So she is going to make her way from the outskirts of the Blackout District, which I'm assuming nobody guards this path. I'm assuming, like, nobody fucking cares about. Like, it's literally decommissioned all the way down, basically.
There's like some guards who get assigned here, but they stay in the guard station at the gate and lock themselves in because holy shit, they are putting guards in this fuck shit town.
Huh, wait, there are guards in there, you say?
There are guards assigned to the position, but they basically no one expects them to really do their job. It's mostly as a state of like it's mostly a keeping up appearances kind of thing.
Guys, I think I just found much better targets than sheep. Hold on a second. Wait a moment. Wait. No, that might be a little too evil and a little too boundary pushing, I think. This is low stakes. Right now I'm trying to get some creatures I can influence at a basic level. And I don't want to go into... Did we have a line for that? For, like, corruption? I forget. No? Okay.
Corruption of childhood.
Childhood, not people. Okay. I'm just gonna go with the sheep plan because it's funnier and it makes more sense with how I'm planning on doing this. So Annalise is going to go to the outskirts of Glassend, where there's a couple patches of farmland. There's not a whole lot of like nature really anymore, I assume. Like a lot of the surrounding area has been industrialized, but still, there have to be farms.
Oh, yeah.
And she walks for a while, and she comes up on a farm, and at this point it's relatively late at night. The sheep are outside still grazing. It's pleasant weather. She is going to, from a good distance, probably like 10 feet away from the gate, she is going to start fucking thrashing these sheep with the chains, yoinking them and beating the shit out of them so she can just take like 3 or 4. Her plan is, I'm going to yoink the sheep and beat the shit out of them until they're unconscious and then stake them.
And this is less evil?
I think it is. These are sheep.
Yeah, but I like sheep. They didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. Community poll, not community poll, but player poll. Is it? Yeah, it's not like she's not like abusing the shit out of these sheep. It's like a whip, Johnny Test whip crack noise, sheep asleep, grab sheep.
Okay.
It's not particularly loud. It's not particularly subtle. She is smashing.
This is a smash and grab, but with sheep.
This is smashing the door to the sheep, hitting them with the fucking nerve pinch.
Oh, it's a lot more barbaric than a nerve pinch. It is like
I'm imagining a nerve pinch for my own good.
Okay. Sure.
I'm imagining trail cam footage. Go on.
Yeah, basically. Or I mean, hey, she can jump into the pen and start fucking wrestling them if that's funnier and makes.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna jump in the pen, start like wrestling and tussling with the sheep, and try and like pin them, knock them out, and then just run away with them, basically.
That sounds like you're rolling Smash, I think.
I am, and I would like to, because I'm using my... So, fun fact, most weapons don't come with qualities, and that's by definition, because the idea is you don't want a combat situation to have like a really, really good advantage in a combat situation. The Brute, however, does, as a special feature, get living weapon. Your body is a deadly weapon and has edges. Choose 2. And an edge can give you additional dice to a roll at the GM's discretion if it's useful. Mine has long reach and grappling, which I think is exactly useful in this situation.
Grappling sounds like what you're doing, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, basically that, but she is tying them up as well, Peter, definitely. Okay. So I roll 46 then?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, let's see it, baby. I crit the
sheep.
I crit the sheep.
Well, you succeeded at the sheep. The crit needs 2 6s. Yeah. You yoinked the sheep. Was this a tier 1 roll?
It was a tier 1. It was a tier 1 because of a sheep.
Alright, yeah, you get the sheep. These are your sheep now. You jump into the pen like feral creature. What time of day is it again?
It's night, but it's not, like, quiet.
Yeah. I'm gonna like a rancher runs out of his house like a fucking chicken leg from his supper still in one hand. Like, what in tarnation is going on out here?
I smash him too. I just throw a punch and send him flying back inside the house.
And then you just abscond trail cam style with the sheep.
Looks like we're having lamb tonight. Not actually, these are important to me. You're all my best friends. I'm gonna name all of you, and then I'm gonna put magic on your brain, and you're gonna be nice and obedient. Is what you're gonna be.
I'm thinking you got probably 4 sheep.
One for each chain, I think. So yeah, 4.
I was imagining them. You have like a sheep under each arm, a sheep over your shoulder, and you're carrying one by the scruff in your mouth like a mama cat. Was what I'm envisioning.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's booking him back to the lair with 4 sheep. And once she's back there, as just a part of this action to make it make sense, she is going to convert them by basically doing her standard, which is just scrawling a bunch of runes on them and turning them. And because the recharge station is a minion room, and because of the way like magic is used to charge things, I think that's where she puts the sheep. So there are just 4 like magically mutated, very, very buff sheep sitting in the recharge station now.
Amazing.
So I add that to my sheet, I think, and I also add that to the other sheet, I'm pretty sure.
You get minions.
Yeah, so that's a tier 1 dungeon duty. Minions.
Yeah. So, okay. Recruiting minion. Let's put your minions together. How many are in the pack?
There are 4.
Yeah. Is there a minion section on your sheet?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
So, number 4, race, sheep.
Things.
Let's call them the Golden Fleece. Let's say that, like, their
Yeah.
bodies, the mutation made them grow bigger, and their wool, like, glows with this, like, crackling energy, and basically, if you get too close to them, they send out, like, a fucking thunderbolt. Like, these are basically Marie on steroids, essentially.
Okay, so you're dreaming up some electric sheep
I am! That's true!
with steel wool.
The
Finally,
electric
we can
sheep.
I just
Finally, we
finished
can answer
reading
the
to
question if electric sheep have steel wool.
I just finished reading to Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, so...
Excellent. How does this work now?
Okay, so... Next stop... What job are these creatures fulfilling?
That is a great question. So, what are they? So what are my options again?
This one's just kind of more abstract.
And that's under type, right? That's what I do for them, type.
Yeah. What are you gonna send these sheep to do, primarily?
I think they are going to be guards.
Alright.
I think they are going to be guard sheep, and they are going to basically be a subtly threatening force where, again, if people get too close to them, they will electrocute the ever-living shit out of them. So, guards.
Alright. And, so you pick a primary and 2 secondary actions they have.
And the primary has 2, right?
Yeah, the primary is 2, the secondaries have 1.
So I think what they are going to be able to do is
goodness.
I think they are going to be able to smash. I think because they're fighting sheep, they're definitely going to smash.
Them's fighting herds, yes.
I think they're also going to be able to trick people because they're just sheep, right? They just look like sheep.
That
so
makes
it's
sense.
like,
They look
oh,
like
there's-
kind of weird shiny sheep, but
Yeah, weird shiny sheep. So I think they're going to be able to trick people into thinking they are non-threatening and then attack them.
Alright.
And
I
that's
just
my-
imagine that they look like Spyro sheep.
And they get that's 1, and they get 1.
Oh, they
to
get one other?
Point. Yeah, to get 1 point in.
Is it funny if I give them Invoke? because they're kind of magical, right?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think. Oh wait, they're guarding things though. I could make them scan, because they're like
Maybe.
sentries basically too. What do you guys think? Invoke or scan?
Probably scan. I don't think any of us have a good scan roll. I only have a single document.
I do not have a scan roll either.
I
So
have.
if you give them invoke, they can actually cast tier 1 spells.
Wait, hold on. Repeat that?
Scan?
Well, what about it?
Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
How much?
So-
2.
Okay.
Okay, probably invoke them.
I'll take invoke. Yeah, these sheep can cast spells.
Alright, so you do have to choose what magic path.
Oh my god, I do. That's right.
Oh, fantastic! I love in middle of the session character creation. What a great system.
Okay.
Honestly-
Slash SRS.
Wait, no, you don't. So you don't have to actually take magic paths, though, do you? If you're using mage, but you're not like a class that uses magic, right?
If you give them invoke, you must also choose a path of magic they can cast from. They can only cast tier 1 spells from that path.
Okay. Oh, I have invoke, but
What are
I
the
never
paths?
took a magic path. I guess my magic
then-
path is like runes and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you have a... Yeah, I don't think... Maybe... God, I'll look into that after.
I mean, I think electricity is a path, though, right?
I'll have to look.
We don't.
We'll double check.
We
This
just
could be
don't know.
discussed at a later point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, and a dark impulse. What are
What
these...
your sheep? What evil do your sheep writhe in?
What do your electric sheep...
Hold on.
There's
What
too
sort
many
of sinister
overlapping...
deeds puts a
There's-
smile on their face?
You
There's
know,
too many overlapping jokes here with fucking Blade Runner.
superstitious, of course. No, I think they're either aggressive or lazy.
Yeah.
I think it'd be way better if they were lazy, personally. You have enough aggressive minions.
That's true. Yeah, I'll go with lazy. They're like
They
fine.
They are
Sheep.
sleeping sheep.
Yeah, they're sleepy little sheep. Honestly, I think they're not like they're pretty much the same, but they obey my commands most of the time. So they're just sheep, but they can kill you.
You know how electric eels sometimes dream and they set off like electric impulses while they're sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
That's what your sheep do. You've invented mammalian eels.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Hooray!
This is such a good game.
Alright, I'm gonna draw your sheep onto the map here.
Please draw a sheep.
Oh god, I can't draw a sheep.
I will, don't worry.
Okay.
You must.
Oh, by the way, make sure make sure to give yourself wicked XP for each time it works. I used my equipment in creative ways. I think that's fair. My gear supply I used in creative ways. And we all jumped into somebody else's scene because we had the full scene with each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's 2 XP for me, and anybody else count your own XP based on the stuff that you get. Why it won't let me fucking mark more than one. So give me a second. I gotta reopen this damn sheet.
Yeah.
This damn sheet.
I think that would bring our first phase to a close if we want to with the sheep if we want to wrap up there, and we'll do XP off stream
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Oh.
if that seems like a good little place for
Got
stopping
the
point.
sheep in the sleep room.
I think I did a
Still
good job
can't-
with them.
They're cute.
Yeah.
They're cute. I like it. Yeah, unless we feel like we have enough time for the next one, I think this is a good sending off point for sure.
We did a lot, I think.
Yeah, we did a little.
and I-
We did a bit. I think we did a bit. Yeah.
And yeah.
We did spend quite a bit sort of establishing the system and the story and the characters.
And in the future, like a lot of the downtime actions be full played out scenes, they'll just kind of be montages. But I think
right
it's
now
good.
we don't have a
early
lot
on
of ammo.
to establish and have fun with it. Just roll around in the world, get used to the buttons and the dice. And I think we did a good job of that today.
Piggy
And I hope that
dipping in
every-
the piggy pond.
Yeah,
Exactly whatever the fuck Puns
What
just said.
the fuck?
Okay, so there's this video where there's this video of these guinea pigs that are covered in water, and their owner is looking at them very disappointedly and going, "Piggy dipping in the piggy pond," because they ran into a puddle and they are now soaked.
Amazing. Well, the foundation is laid. Foundry.
I'm sorry for
The
making references.
I
No,
think
it's
it's hilarious, and I appreciate you so much, Pun.
Wow.
But thank everybody for coming out. It's my first time GMing in a while. I think I did a good job.
You did a great job. I love that.
I think we had a lot of fun. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun next week when we come back.
We got some stuff to do right now.
We do, and it's been so wonderful having everybody here. Please come again and all that stuff. I haven't signed off a stream in years, I think. Can someone help me?
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give us your money. If you actually genuinely, if you do want to sub to the channel, it is September still for the next 15 or so days. So please consider a sub and you get 25% off. That's my one shill for it, and I don't want to do it again. But yeah, if you want to support Tiny Twitch TV and support Tiny specifically, please do. And please do, because Tiny is great and the support is really nice. Yeah, thank you. Thank you
We
so
love
much
our
for
GM.
watching. We love
our
a
GM.
GM.
We love our
GM.
Tiny. And
We love our
you.
Gwen.
We don't
Yeah.
love you. We respect you and we enjoy that you enjoy our campaign, but we do not. There's no parasocial attachment.
There's no parasocial interaction. But I'm saying we love you as just a general.
we
Thank you.
support you. LGBTQ rights.
Get
Okay,
it?
bye
You know
everyone.
what?
These two can